Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Today we will be starting with Swift. Now why Swift? Because web development takes place in Swift and Swift is a preferred programming language. Also the user interface, that is Swift UI, is also built on top of Swift, right? So in order to design the user interface always you will need Swift UI. Without that you won't be able to create anything. So we would be doing that as well. And these are the topics that we will be covering. First is installing Xcode, variables, constants, types of data, operators, string interpolation, arrays, dictionaries, conditional statements, loops, switch case, functions, options, option chaining, enumeration, struct, classes, properties, static properties, and method. This is basically when we start with the object oriented language, and then we will study about closures, protocol oriented language, what are protocol extensions, and then by that time we would this will cover the entire Swift. The next thing that we will do is basically go with Swift UI. Once we know fundamentals of Swift, then we can start with Swift UI. So consider Swift as like JavaScript, however, and then consider the Swift UI as a framework. It's a framework that is built on top of Swift. Similarly, we had just like we have React for web development, same is the case. The other framework that is available is called as UIKit. However, Apple has officially declared Swift UI to be the preferred user interface method. So we would be going, we would be studying Swift UI and not UIKit. I mean, we will be making the user interface using Swift and not Swift UI. Sorry, using Swift UI and not UIKit. Okay, now this is how to download Xcode. So just come here, go to Xcode. It should take you to the Apple developer website. So then once you go here, you will see just go and download. Then it will give what all possible things you can do over here. Now this is an environment. Once you have downloaded, just install like a regular iOS app. Once that is enrolled, you will get the canvas and everything else. The next thing that you want to do is basically have, okay, once that is downloaded and installed, open it, then it will take you to this screen. So then you can just write anything. What is the first project name, organization name? This is just like in Java how you have to put the name, same conventions. Then this is this will be like com dot first project. So it is com dot your product name. Then there's an interface. They always select Swift UI. Don't click on storyboard because we won't be using that. Then go on next. Just create a story location where you want to do. So create, and then this is the default screen that you will get, and then this is, so like we will study this these functions later on. Now okay, so this is basically how the first project will be like. Once you have that installed, okay, Swift UI, sorry, Xcode is installed. The next thing that we need to do is, what is the next thing that we need to do? Okay, so now this is like a normal ID. Yeah, you can go and do a lot of things here. Select what we say, select dark mode if you want to. Go settings, dark mode. For me, yeah, and you can change how you want the ID to look. Either you want the content view on the bottom or on the top, however you want it. You can do it. So that's more about it. That's more about Xcode. It's a fully built IDE. Like you will get all the features here, right? So it has both the it is an IDE basically like VS Code, and it has everything. It is a debugger, a runtime, everything is installed in this. So once this is done, there is nothing else that you need to do. And then okay, so then okay, this is done. I have installed. Yeah, so so now we need to go right click. Now, so there will be something called as select new file from template. So now we'll be learning only Swift. So just select this. Let's give it a name. Or I will say, you know what? Delete this thing. Let's open the playground, right? So go file. The playground won't have that user interface thing. So you go to file. I don't know how the option might have changed. View. There should be an option to open the playground. So preview. So at Mac. Make sure you're opening the playground. There is a shortcut as well to open the playground. No, this is about the buttons. Not open playground. Okay, so we need to open. Let's see what OpenAI does. This is the world. This is the latest one. That is why some of the features are missing. So now I have to open playground in Xcode. One file and they show okay. Oh, this is for Chrome, right? Xcode is here. It is file new. Oh yeah, there is playground. Just click on it. My playground, create. So this is basically. So yeah, once you have this, then okay. Well, finally, Xcode will ask you playground default blah blah. I did ask for my default name. Then you will see import your kit. Look at now. Once Xcode has built the code, you will see this hello playground. So just click on run. This is building. Do this launcher. Launching my. Yeah, it takes time because I'm running OBS as well on the same PC, so it is going to consume CPU a lot. Yeah, that's the only reason it's taking time to build. On the next slide, then you will see hello playground. Then there'll be an ending code 10 seconds or so for the first time, but it is first time, it will take time. Once it is done, then it kind of does something in the background, then it will be easy. Now variables and constants. Every useful language need to store data in some point, and in Swift there are two ways to do. First, it's variables and constants. A variable is a data store that can have its value changed whenever you want. Then a constant is a data store that once you set can never change. So variables can value. Oh yeah, see the output is here. Now okay, having both these options might seem pointless. Now there are two types of things. Okay, first let us see about the comments. I guess comments is slash here. So comments, and then we will be having multi-line as well, I believe. Yeah, so this is multi-line. This won't run even if it. printed here, I guess. So let's check multi-line and single line comments in this. Single line is a backslash, multi-line is a same. Then we can list in comments as well. So okay, so let's get rid of this first. So everything deleted, nothing should be there. Okay, now we need the playground of this. Get the playground. Yeah. No, variables. So the first thing that we will be starting today is with variables and constants. Now what is variables? So variables is something which can change, and constants do not change. For example, if you want to do something like alright, something is happening here. So then say where name equal to and where name equal to macro. Okay, so yeah, consistent workplaces. Then just run this thing. I shouldn't get since background. Now let's put that into a playground so we can get in. Now delete everything there apart from input UI kit. That's the bit that pulls in Apple's core iOS framework and say later on and add that variable. Because this is a variable, you can change it whenever. So then if I do name as I can do again this Romeo, just do it. Now the latest value is Romeo. The first line creates a name variable, gives an initial value, in the second line updates the name. Okay, yeah, same thing where I'm getting it. Now what if we had made that a constant? The moment we do a constant, we should I say const. So yeah, for constant we use let. Now what if we had made that a constant rather than a variable? Will constant use a let or then so the first change, the first thing that we need to make here is let you name to I can do. So if I put name one I can name and put this as comments. I say that Romeo is equal to Romeo. The moment I try updating it, I will get an error. So say Romeo equal to let's see. Now I cannot assign a new value to a let constant. So then I come here and say constants are represented by let. And they cannot be reassigned. Now there's a problem. Xcode will show red warning. Java the error cannot assign. Xcode speaks that you're trying to change a constant and you cannot do that. That is an illegal thing. Now important one, variable and constant name must be unique. You'll get an error if you have both of them saved. So let's have again basically it will conflict, right? Which is what? Because both have a distinct behavior. Real thing. Invalid redeclaration of name. So I we say variables and constants will have different name. If the playground finds an error in your code, it will either flag up a warning in a red box or will refuse to run. You'll know it if the later has happened because the text in the results is gray rather than its usual black. Yeah, I was getting this in my declaration. This is correct. The types of data. There are lots of kinds of data. Swift handles them individually. You already saw one. The most important types. Now, but in Swift, this is called a string. Literally a string of characters. A string. So this is basically. Now let's go to. Let's have types of data in string. First, we are going to study is first a string. This we have already seen. Now, basically, it is a string of characters. Now, it doesn't matter how much can be length. Anything. The length can be anything, right? There is no condition as how much should be the length. Strings can be long, short, even empty, no matter. They are all string in Swift size. Do not call the same. The Swift knows the name should hold a string because you assign a string to it when you create it. So when I do this assignment, it comes to know that this is a string. Now that is okay. Now, so what he's saying is, what if we don't initialize the variable? We just keep it name, and then we say name equal to. What if you do this? Type annotation missing in pattern. So here we have two options. Either you create a variable and give it an initial value or on one line of code, or we say what type of annotation it is, like whether it is a string or not. Tell what, which is where you tell Swift whether what data type the variable will hold later on, even though you aren't giving it a value right now. Let's see the first one. Let's do the type. This is the type annotation. So I will do this as Swift name. We need to mention it's not a this, so there is no dynamic interpretation here. Dynamic interpretation of types does not happen. We need to specifically mention what type of data we are using. Okay. Now, for example, we can if I'm this is a string. Yeah. What's you cannot assign mutable expression to invalid declaration of name. Oh, you're already declared. So it's working. Now, similarly, if you want to do int, next thing is integers. We can do age int equal to 10. Oh, we can just skip this and then we can assign age equal to 10. If you run this, it will build everything. You got 10, 24. Let's delete this thing. And then that declares one variable. Okay. And want to be now both string and the capital letter at the start. Okay, so you remember, yeah. So we're using annotation, both the annotation will have starting letters as capital. Okay, and then float and double. Let's look at two more data types, float and double. Okay, now this is if we have storing numbers with, for example, if you have a fractional component, how should we do? So the thing, float versus double is basically the range and accuracy. How many decimal, how many, we use float and double when we have a number that is not an integer, basically something that is with a decimal point. Now the difference between double and float is how many numbers after a decimal point we can store. So again you can do where, also for example, if I do this is double, see, and then also we can use, I guess, here type tab for completion. This is going to be 3.111, sorry, 111. Again, this is perfect. If you do float, sometimes it longitude, and where you longitude, and I say this is point. Oh, this is an L, right? Now remember, variable names also should always start with small letters. Do not capitalize here, because we have already capitalized one thing, right? So and then so yeah, you can, since the where we can reassign it, so that's not the point. And the only thing is the precision. Then we have something called as bool that can store whether a value is true or false. I came to integers, then I have, for decimal I can do like one is float, the other thing is double. So many tabs, right? Oh, I'm missing tab by default, I guess. So these are the two ones here. This is space. This is space. Now then we have Boolean. Fourth one is bool, again B capital. So this will be the true. I can never write variable stay out. This is camel casing. Okay, so yeah, we will be using it. So when I do this, so when we assign values, data type is include. Yeah. That's it. Here do not no need to mention the annotation. Thing. So now here I will use like annotation. So it's simple. Then I'll do this. Now using type annotations wisely. As you have learned, there are two ways to tell what type of data variable or assign a value when you create as a type annotation if you have a choice. The first is always preferred because it's clearer. The thing is, yeah, always try to assign data. If we know what type of data we are going to do, then many times you won't be knowing what type of data we are going to store. So that is if you have a choice, the first always prefer because it's clearer. For example, is preferred. Yes, for example, all data types, try assigning it a value. Assign a value. Then there is no need of type of annotation. It is automatically assumed that this is the value. This is all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and today we have just completed the first module, that is variables, data types and variables. So we have completed this. These three topics: how to install Xcode playground, variables, constants, and types of data. Hope you guys learned and do code along. That will definitely help you, and see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.